Perivasharanam, exploring divinity with stories. I hope all of you are waiting to listen to the next story that we have under the series. How peacock and rooster became the symbols associated with Lord Muruga. That's the story that we are going to talk about in this session. All of us go in different types of vehicles. Some of us go by car, some of us go by bus. And if it is very far, we probably go by a plane or a train. Like that, our Swami, our Lord, they also have different types of vehicles called Vahana. Our amazing, cute little player. What vehicle does he have? He has a mouse. For our Shiva Peruman, what does he have? Nandi Bhagavan, Rishabham. For Parvati Devi, lion. For Mahavishnu, Garudan. Today what we are going to talk about is the Vahanam or the vehicle which our Muruga Swami, Lord Muruga uses. How did he get his Vahanam? First of all, Lord Muruga is Parvati Tayar and Shiva Peruman's son. Lord Kartigeya, the son of Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati. He is known by different names. Lord Swaminatha, Lord Muruga, Skandan and many more. Lord Kartigeyan is supposed to be the most handsome looking, very beautiful amongst all the gods. He is always described as exuding boyish charm and sometimes, yes, with a serious face. Quite unlike his happy-go-lucky, chubby brother, Lord Ganesha. So, what are the other things that we know about Lord Muruga? Parvati Parameshwaran's son, Pilayar is his brother. In his hand, he has a veil. And his 6 most important well-known temples are called Arupadai Veedu. So, what is his Vahanam? Thohaya Alaha Viricha, Alahana bird with lovely feathers, which is called peacock, also called as Mayil Vahanam. So, let us now see the story of how he got his Vahanam. Surapadman, Simhamukhan and Tarakasuran. There were 3 Asura brothers. Vajrangan, Varangi, they were their parents. Surapadman had a Asura face, Simhamohan had a lion face, and for Tarakasuran, he had an elephant face. All of them had bad qualities, which was called as Asura Gunam. So, what is Asura Gunam? They were having a lot of bad thoughts and especially they wanted to destroy the Devas. All the 3 of them did long years of tapas, that is meditation, thinking of Shiva Peruman. Shiva Peruman, we all know, his another name is Ashitoshi, which means he gets happy very fast. And whatever we ask, he immediately will give. So, after completing the meditation, the tapas, they went and asked that we want a boon where we never die. So, that is not possible, Shiva Peruman said. Death is something that everybody has to go through. So what did they ask now to Shiva Peruman? They told him, somebody who belongs to Shiva Peruman's hair or is a successor to Shiva Peruman and not in a female form, they only can kill him. So that is the boon they asked to Shiva Peruman. So Shiva Peruman says, okay, take it. So days go by, they start doing so many naughty things, especially a lot of problems to the Devas. Then all the Devas, they go to Kailash and they ask Shiva Peruman's help. Shiva Peruman says, do not worry, I will have a way for this. Shiva Peruman, what did he do? He, from his third eye, let out sparks, which are called as Porigal in Tamil. And then those sparks were taken away by Vayu Bhagavan to Kailash mountain, Saravana Poigai, and then there it falls on the Thamarai flowers, Thamarai Malargal. Now these sparks became 6 beautiful kids, babies. Those babies, they are taken care by Kartigai girls with a lot of love and affection. So what does the 6 faces of Lord Muruga signify? It signifies knowledge, wealth, prosperity, beauty, bravery, zeal and fame. So after these babies are nurtured by the Kartigai girls, later Parvati Devi makes them all into one. Then Parvati Devi, she gives a veil as a weapon to him. So this six faces Lord Muruga, he is called Armugam, Skandan, Shanmugan, Sendilandavan, Payaniyandavan, and like that many other beautiful names. Then the Lord comes to know the aim of his birth. Why was he born? He has to kill the three Asurargal, the three bad people. He starts war against them. During the first 5 days, Tarakasuran and Simhamuham, their entire army is destroyed. But Surapadman could not be killed at all because he had lot of Maya Shakti, which is magical powers. And because of his magical powers, he was taking different forms and cheating Lord Muruga. Today something has to be done, Lord Muruga thought. So what did he do? He takes his veil to kill Surapadman. What did Surapadman do? He changed himself to a big mango tree and he went upside down here and there. And with the same speed, the veil also came and the tree was split into two. In that, one half becomes sable, which is rooster, and the another half becomes a beautiful peacock, that is mayil. Then Lord Muruga said, "You did so much and you thought you can take me for a ride because I am a small little boy? I will show you who I am," he said. Then he showed his full form, which is called as Vishwarupa Dharshanam. Then Surapadman, he completely surrendered and he asked for forgiveness to Lord Muruga. Then he said, "Please accept my rooster and the peacock." So the rooster became Lord Muruga's flag and the peacock became his vehicle, that is Vahanam. This war that happened between Lord Muruga and Surapadman is called Sura Samharam and is celebrated during Skanda Shashti, and this happens in Lord Muruga's Arubadai Veedu, which is Tiruchendur. So many lakhs and crores of people come there every year to witness this function. So during that time, if we go to Tiruchendur, have a bath in the sea and then go and see Lord Muruga, we will get loads and loads of blessings. I will come back again next week with another divine story. Till then, goodbye. Periva Sharanam.